Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got something done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about what is happening in the housing market in late February of 2026, going into March of 2026. So right now, what's happening is honestly surprising even me. So just so you're aware, properties in my neighborhood are going from anywhere from $275 to about $350. Let's say $375 on the high end. I would say $350. So it's a $100,000 gap, right? $100,000 gap. Most properties are going to be anywhere from $275 to about $350, right? So depending on the work you've done to the home, you can definitely get $300, $325. There's a property on my block right now. A property on my block right now that they're trying to let go of for $255. $255. It is absolutely a buyer's market right now. That is somebody who is trying to get out of their home, probably maybe might be losing the home because there's no reason to price your home that low if you know where the value is in these homes right now. So the price at $25,000 below market is insane. And the fact that I didn't see it under contract right away is also insane to me, right? So when I'm looking at these things, I'm thinking, what is going on that this property is listed for $25,000 below its value? And then when I'm still looking at the real estate, I'm thinking, okay, mortgage payments, rent is averaged about $2,100 for a home, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath home in this area is about $2,100 a month, not including utilities or anything like that. At $255,000, 10% down, you're looking at maybe $1,900 a month in payments. So where would I feel comfortable? Personally, I'd feel comfortable around $1,700 a month in payments for a house like that. It's not the best house, but it's not a bad house either, right? It's over 1,000 square feet. Good neighborhood, obviously, right? And so I'm thinking, yeah, if you got $1,700 a month to fall back on, you can easily rent for $1,900 to $2,100 a month. You're gonna be golden. Golden. So why haven't I purchased? Well, it's because it's at 1980, real close to 2000. Doesn't really give you enough margin for error. Doesn't give you enough if you got holding costs and you're waiting for a tenant to move in. Doesn't give you enough when you're trying to make rational decisions and you don't want to stress out about a $2,000 payment. $1,700 is a little bit more digestible. $1,500 would be even better, right? And so when I look at that, I'm like, okay, even if you get $2,100 a month, if your mortgage payment is more than $1,500, you're not really making too much cash flow. But again, I'm cool with $1,700 in mortgage payments. You're getting about $400 a month off the top. And let's keep it a buck. Rents going up more than $2,100 in 2026 is probably not gonna happen unless you got a really, really good property in a really, really good area. And so when I look at things like that, I'm thinking, wow. We got a property in the area for $255, still on market, still unsold for more than a week. That is insane to me. Insane to me. Now, do I think it's going to last long? Absolutely not. Most properties right now are selling within 42 days. And on top of that, I believe the weather, the cold, all that stuff is kind of contributing to people not necessarily going out there to look, right? They're not in a rush to kind of just leave their abode. Maybe their lease isn't up. Maybe their terms isn't up. Maybe they're kind of comfortable where they're at. They're not like in a rush to just say, oh, I got to do this or I got to do that, right? And so we see that most people are going to stay put. Today, guys, today alone, it was snowing. It was snowing today when I left the house. I opened my garage, I looked to my left, and I saw snow. I said, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. You think I'm driving for dollars right now? No, I'm not. I'm not driving for dollars right now. I'm not leaving my house just for everything. The last time I drove for dollars, the second to last time I drove for dollars, it was actually snowing. There was about to be a winter advisory. My car slid a little bit, and I said, oh yeah, it's time to go home. When your car starts slipping and sliding, just because you want to look at some properties, nah, I'm going home. So would I do that again? No, I'm not going to do that again, because I already understand you're playing with your life trying to do stuff like that. So nobody's going to take their family to look at a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath house, because those are most of the people who's going there. They're taking their family, right? Nobody's going to take their family through snow just to look at a property. Nobody's doing that. It's not in high demand, because if it was, it would have been gone, right? And so this property is going to sit all of February, for the rest of February. There's not too many days left. And then it's also going to sit for at least the first, let's say, 3 weeks of March. After the first 3 weeks of March, if the weather is really starting to pick up and be better, then they have a chance. They have a chance to sell. I'm even over here thinking, if it does another price drop, I'm just going to ask for a rate buy down. I might even do the rate buy down myself, because at this point, they already $25,000 below its actual value. So at this point, I might be willing to buy down the rate. I might be able to go past my 10% rule of putting just 10% down, and then put an extra 5 to 6,000 on a rate buy down, and just get this thing and lock it in, regardless of interest rates dropping, because the price of the property itself is going to increase dramatically. And even if I wanted to go ahead and flip this just a few months later, I could for probably $350. So it's at $255 right now. If it drops to like $245, and then I get a rate buy down of maybe $5,000, man, listen. I say this all the time in my head, but you gotta take that deal. You just got to, because $100K in equity is right there for you to snatch up. $100K in equity is right there for you to snatch up. You telling me I can't get $340? Telling me I can't get $340 when they get 4% interest rates? Oh yeah. I'm trying to tell you, in 2 years, you might be able to like really do some things with this property. And it has a egress door in the basement. So that's going to be a huge selling point for the property. Maybe you spruce up 1 or 2 things, and then boom, right back on the market to sell. I'm not even a flipper. I don't really do that. But I can see the potential right here. So guys, again, it is absolutely a buyer's market right now. I believe that there's going to be way more opportunities come May, June, July, but there's also going to be a lot more sharks in the water, because a lot of people are going to go into the water when interest rates are low. And then you'll also be able to capitalize much more in December, when everybody else is starting to pull back and calm down. You're starting to pick up steam, full steam ahead. Yeah, you'll be able to find properties. Not going to be the best properties as it is in May, June, and July, but it's still going to be good properties for sale that you can definitely take an interest in and rent out, and just have, you can have that high ceiling at that point in time. So if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.